Today we're taking a look at the updated DIRECTV Now Android TV streaming player. This is a streaming player from AT&T that runs Android TV that boots directly into DIRECTV Now, and it seems to be a beta test also for the DIRECTV streaming service. AT&T has announced they intend to shut down their satellite version of DIRECTV and move everybody over to streaming, and this seems to be how they want to do it. A dedicated cable box-esque, we'll call it, streaming player that launches into DIRECTV Now and gives you a great cable-like experience while you're streaming. Now, they first launched with this particular remote here. Here's the first generation remote. And now in the second generation, they've taken the feedback from people, because there was a lot of things people liked and didn't like about this remote, and launched a launched version here. All new beta testers get this version, and all current beta testers are getting a free upgrade to this version of the remote. We just got ours this week. I've played around with it, and I've been very happy. The actual streaming player itself is unchanged, except for the fact that they've added Netflix support. So now there's a dedicated Android TV Netflix app, exactly the same as all other Android TV devices out there. It does have the cool ability to hit the Google Voice Assistant here and say launch Netflix, which is kind of cool. But the actual player itself has remained unchanged. So I will put a link down below and in the corner up here where you can watch a full unboxing and review of the Android TV player from DIRECTV. But today I wanted to look at the remote, because this is what's changed. I want to show you what changed and let you know my opinions on it. Now right off the bat, huge improvement. Everything about this remote is better than the older remote, and there's a few key areas. Number one, the main thing I've heard from people and in the feedback was the D-pad of the remote wasn't very user-friendly. It was very stiff, very hard to use, and it wasn't very fun. It was also kind of loud. Let me put this next to my microphone so you can hear it real quick. That's the sound of the remote. Well, let's put that next to the new one. Here's the sound of the new remote. Right there, as you can see, a lot quieter, a lot better. So very happy with that, very happy with the improvements of the DIRECTV Now remote and how well it works. So a few other changes with the D-pads. They now have a raised kind of traditional D-pad. They moved some of the menu buttons up here. So you get the back button, the exit, the record button, the menu buttons right here, which is pretty cool that they put that all there. The volume button has been moved from the top up here, which was kind of annoying because you were often down here and then you had to kind of slide your hand up. Minor annoyance, but they've done a great job of moving that down here. Taking a toggle switch that's very similar to the one that was used on current DIRECTV boxes, the volume up, channel up and down. So now you can toggle up and down really quickly for the channel surfer out there. They also made the number pad here a little bit bigger, a little bit more raised, just easier to define with your thumb when you're not looking at it. You can, with this new device on DIRECTV Now, enter in the channel numbers and say, hey, I want to go to this particular channel number. You enter it and you're all set. You're right there. So channel surfing, channel hopping, a lot easier with this than traditional live TV streaming services. Overall, it's just a better remote. I love the feel of the buttons, they're a lot better. I love the new layout. I love how right here my thumb can reach pretty much everything I want to do without issues. Overall though, it is a cable remote giving you a cable box experience, which I know some people say I don't want that. But I do hear from a lot of people who want a traditional cable-esque user interface. So I'm very happy to see that that option's coming here. I would say the only other company out there that's doing this right now is that Sling TV with their Air TV box. It also boots directly into Sling TV, meaning when you turn your TV on, it's just there. With Android TV getting Amazon Video later, this will mean that this device could become, for most cord cutters, a complete replacement for your Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV. You'll have Netflix. Soon you'll also have Amazon Prime Video this summer, they say. And you have a traditional cable remote to control it all that launches into your live TV first, and then you can go from there into your apps like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. So this is a really nice remote. It's great to see AT&T listening to our feedback, taking it seriously, and improving it. I do like, in the old one, you could jump channels by up, down over here. I do like how now you have a traditional channel one here. For the channel servers out there that really just want to flip through channels, this is a great one. The other thing, I can't remember if I pointed this out, is these buttons, are backlit now. so you can easily access in the dark, see what you're doing, and use it. So Google Voice support right here for Google Assistant, I should say, to ask your new DIRECTV Now streaming player, or set-top box we'll call it, to do something. And you can also have all those cable functions you enjoyed with cable TV. So 2 thumbs up for AT&T to listen to us on this remote. If you wanted to see the full review of the set-top box we did in the past, I'm going to put that here at the end, and I'll also put a dedicated link down to the bottom. This is a little bit older. The only real difference, though, I've noticed is the fact that they have put Netflix in it, and Amazon is coming later this summer. So 2 thumbs up, AT&T. Great to see you listening to us. Do you have one of these players? Do you like it? Leave us a comment, let us know. I'll love to hear from you. Today we're taking a look at the brand new streaming player from AT&T. This is being sent to a select few DIRECTV Now subscribers. We were lucky enough to get one of them. And it's an Android TV streaming player that is built right now for DIRECTV Now. All the user interfaces, everything boots directly into DIRECTV Now, and then from there you can access other apps and do more with it. Now we're going to do an unboxing real quick with it, and then in this same video, about halfway through, I will come back and show you the device in action, how it works, and talk about it after I've played with it for a while. First of all, let's take a look at the device itself. The first thing I noticed, though, I want to point out, is the logo on the box. It's not the DIRECTV Now logo, it's the AT&T logo. That's very similar to the one that's used on DIRECTV satellite version. Now we know that DIRECTV is coming out with a streaming version of DIRECTV satellite. Same package as all that, but streaming instead of a satellite version. The CEO of AT&T has said this will help them save a ton of money by being able to basically just mail you a box, you plug it in, and it works. There's no need to actually have a tech come to your home anymore, put a satellite on your house. And this kind of plays along, this device, that logo and everything, is very likely the device they intend to use for DIRECTV satellite. They can mail you this device, you plug it in, and it will work. We know DIRECTV Now and DIRECTV satellite versions, their streaming is the same on the back end now. And so this will work with DIRECTV Now, but I got a feeling this is primarily made for DIRECTV Now, or DIRECTV satellite. So let's open it up and take a look at it. Now, right here, this is the first time I've ever seen any of this. All right. Pretty standard stuff. Basically says this is a beta, provide it as is. They may or may not replace it if it's broken. A little safety and care information here. Let's dive into the remote, because I think this is going to be probably the most interesting part of this. I'll explain why in a second. And they really wrap this stuff up really well. Ooh, this is a hefty remote. Very, very nice quality feeling in the hand. One of the things you'll notice right back, standard D-pad here. Looks like there are already batteries in there. Input to control your TV, power on and off for your TV. Home, volume, mute. So a lot of controllability for your TV here. Standard play, pause, the voice remote for Google, record for the DVR, menu button, and then a number pad. So all the screenshots we've seen of this has shown channel numbers next to the channel names. So and maybe we once again may be able to enter like 210 for a particular channel, and it would jump there. One thing I don't see, I was hoping they would do, is a last recall button. Maybe once I play around with it, there will be a way to jump back to the last channel. Again, got the AT&T logo back here on the remote, not the DIRECTV Now one. Now, here's the actual device. And this thing is pretty big, just to be honest with you, compared to a standard DIRECTV or standard streaming player. This is noticeably bigger than a Roku or a Fire TV, or at least in width, it's probably about the Apple TV's third generation size, I'll probably say. Now, right off the bat, right here you got an Ethernet, which is nice. I believe it has Wi-Fi if I read right. Optical audio out, HDMI out, USB, and a power. Now, what this USB for? We'll have to wait and see. Can we use this as a hard drive, just DVR stuff? Probably not. I think I've read that this will allow you for manual updating, not through the Wi-Fi network. There is a little red reset button here. Just if the device stalls, you can reset it. Then across the front, it says power and network, and that's it. 2 indicator lights are power and network. Let's keep on going and see what is in here. See here, DIRECTV, yep. More evidence that this is built for DIRECTV, not DIRECTV Now. It just says DIRECTV. This is a pretty standard box again, DIRECTV. Pretty standard player there. and an HDMI cable. I'm guessing that's about 6 foot. So after playing around with this, before I even plug it in, I'll tell you this seems to be a streaming player built for the DIRECTV streaming version, not for the DIRECTV Now. Now, we'll work with DIRECTV Now because they're pretty much the same app now on the back end. Yeah, I know they look a little different, but the under the hood guts of it, where it streams the content from, is the same now. And let me look at the back of the player real quick. No, it doesn't say. Yeah, it does says it says this is AT&T Global Local DIRECTV and all DIRECTV marks contained on this. So this is not anywhere saying DIRECTV Now. So just keep that in mind. All right, so that should answer some questions about, is this really for DIRECTV Now or the new DIRECTV streaming?